Hey everyone, and welcome to Pokemon Shield Review Part 2. I hope you enjoyed my first episode, even though it was a little rough in places. I'm starting to take more time in the production of these videos, putting more into them as I am sure you have noticed. I hope that you can enjoy my next one just as much as my first. And with that being said, that is all. Enjoy the video! Continuing where we left off, after you make it to the end of Route 2, you are able to meet your brand new Pokemon professor. Her name is Professor Magnolia, and you catch her having a conversation with Leon about the Dynamax phenomenon and its many secrets. After some quick introductions, she invites you inside, and you finally complete Sonia's favor of telling her grandma that your Pokedex is safe in your hand and ready to be used. You get some light conversation from Leon and Magnolia. Leon talks about how Magnolia has been studying the Dynamax phenomenon for years, making her the Professor Sycamore of this region, as she is the reigning expert. Magnolia responds by saying that there are other things knowing about, besides Dynamaxing, like the many variations of T, but I digress. When Hop asks Magnolia about helping the two of you get in the gym challenge, Magnolia asks Leon why he didn't endorse you. He responds by saying that you and Hop pretty much just started as trainers and don't know too much about World of Pokemon. Magnolia points out that Leon wanted everyone in the Galar region to become just as strong as him, and Leon acknowledges it, saying that that was the reason he gave you and Hop Pokemon in the first place. Leon concedes and says that the only way he will give you and Hop endorsements to the gym challenge is if you battle him in the battlefield in front of Professor Magnolia's house. He also heals your Pokemon if and when they need it, and after that, you can jump right into the battle. Leon says that the reason he is unbeatable is because he learns from each and every battle that he has ever done, so he wishes for a good battle. And Hop once again comes at you with Wooloo and Grookey, and also a new addition to his team, Rookidee, which is basically the brand new Pidgey in this game. After finishing the battle, Leon gives both you and Hop endorsements, which is something that I really think makes this game unique, because in the other games, you basically walk into the gym challenge without a care in the world, whereas here, it is like getting a good job in real life. You can use recommendations and references from very well-known people. Leon gives you some advice on how you can improve as a trainer, and calls out how Hop was obsessing over little small things like how to throw a Pokeball, but in the middle of it, shooting stars come falling out of the sky for you to grab. You and Hop go to investigate, and you find out that they are two wishing stars. Conveniently, wishing stars are the main ingredient to make your Pokemon Dynamax in the first place. Hop picks up one, passes the other to you, and then you both give them to the Professor, Magnolia, in order to help you Dynamax. Sonia shows up the next day, and she wishes to know what the strange Pokemon you encountered in the Slumbering World looked like. Hop tries to explain, but he doesn't really say the specifics, so it doesn't explain much. Then Professor Magnolia gives you and Hop your wishing stars back, but they are now in the form of Dynamax bands, which allow you to Dynamax your Pokemon. Now that you got them, you can finally go back to Wedgehurst, get on the station, and ride to the wild area for your training to begin. While on the train, Hop explains to you what the wild area is, how it is vast, near the city of Motostoke, is filled with all sorts of Pokemon, and it was a good place to train, fish, and camp. It is basically this game's Safari Zone. The only difference is that you use it to get to different places in order to compete in the gym challenge. After Hop takes off, you find that Sonia was sent on a journey herself by her grandmother. She gives you a Pokemon Box Link, which allows you to transfer Pokemon from your boxes to your team whenever you want. With that done, you can explore the wild area. The glowing red beams that you see are active power spots, which is where you are able to find Dynamax Pokemon. When you find them, you are able to battle them, and if possible, you can catch them. And now, patient viewers, I will start to explain Dynamaxing, and a little bit of Gigantamaxing, or G-Maxing for short. Here I am facing a special G-Max Pikachu with my very own G-Max Pikachu. Dynamaxing is when your Pokemon grows in size by an incredible amount. G-Maxing pretty much is the same, except Pokemon also changes form when that happens. Dynamaxing can happen to any Pokemon, and when they do, they get special max moves that vary due to the types of moves you have. If you have an electric type move, it becomes max lightning. If you use a normal type move, it's max strike. G-maxing is meant for very specific Pokemon. Not many Pokemon are capable of that, but the select few have different max moves depending on the type of Pokemon they are. Because my Pikachu is an electric type, like all, its electric type max move is changed to G-max Volt Crash, which behaves much differently than max lightning. It lasts for 3 turns, and then your Pokemon returns to normal. Unless it is defeated, you recall it, or you win the battle. It looks pretty cool when you catch Dynamax Pokemon. You grow a random Pokeball up in size, and then, when it hits the ground, it leaves a crater. It shakes 3 times like normal, and then it shrinks down and clicks shut, symbolizing you caught the Pokemon. Here is another new addition to the game, camping. Here, you are able to make faster bonds with your Pokemon rather than just having them follow you from time to time. Here, you are able to play with them with a variety of toys, such as what I'm doing now with the Tempting Wing, and there are also a different variety of number of rubber balls that you can earn by making more dishes, more forms of curry. It's a lot of fun to do. The other thing you can do in camping is, as I said earlier, make curry. There are many ways you can make it, and the curries are ranked judging by what you used and how good you mixed it all in. Here I used a variety of berries and a fancy apple as the special ingredient. The first thing you do is fan the flames, so as to get the fire real hot. Don't overdo it though, otherwise you're going to burn the whole curry. The next thing you do is you mix it all together, although you should not go too fast, otherwise you're going to spill the content out of the bowl. And finally, you gotta put your heart into it. Almost literally. And then finally, you have you and your Pokemon to taste test it. And you will have your final result and ranking, which comes in the form of a Pokemon each time. The top class is a Charizard class, which is almost impossible to earn unless you're working with other people. What I really like about camping in this game is that it allows you to get bonds with your Pokemon much faster and much more efficiently than just having one follow behind you at a time. In this game, you are able to make your bonds with your Pokemon grow so much faster. And you can do it with multiple Pokemon at once, so you don't have to keep switching back and forth, just trying to get to them all. Camping is also a really fun way to do it. After venturing through the wild area, you finally arrive in Motostoke, a wondrous city, and also the home of the Fire-type gym. It is here where your journey as a gym challenger truly does begin, as this is where the opening ceremony is to take place. When you get to the Pokemon Center, you can find Sonia, who introduces you to another new fad in Pokemon, known as League Cards. You can use League Cards when you meet other trainers online. If you trade with someone online, the front of the card shows a picture of the character and the back shows how far they progressed. If you trade with someone in the game, then the back of the card shows a story of that character and how they are. This here is the production of my League card. As you can see, you are able to change the angle, the distance, the expression, the pose, and a variety of other things you can do to your avatar in the production of your League card. You can also choose the surface of what you want your League card to look like. And you can also automatically change it if and when you change your appearance in the game. This here is Leon's League card, given to you by Sonia. It looks as though he is on the bench preparing for a battle. Looking on the back of it allows you to see his backstory. It talks about how he started the gym challenge at the tender age of 10, how he climbed the win streak to the championship cup, and he won at champion on his first attempt. His only weakness was a crappy sense of direction. As you walk into the Motostoke gym, you see that it is packed with challengers, some of which will later become rivals for you in the future. You get a sneak peek at one of your new rivals when you head over to the registration desk. He is finishing up his registration. Yes, he is in fact a guy, do not let all the pinkies wearing fool you. And he just walks by you and Hop like you are completely beneath him. Once you get to your hotel, you meet Sonia in the lobby, where she says that she is following her grandmother's orders to do some research on the mystery Pokemon in the wild. She says that she is currently looking to an old legend about a hero who saved Galar from certain destruction. She tells you the story of the Darkest Day, where there were thousands upon thousands of ginormous Pokemon running rampant through the region, but they were all stopped by a single hero with a sword and a shield. Sonia says that she will somehow pull through the enormous workload that she has been given, and tells you that you should just go on ahead and check into the hotel, so you're prepared for the big day where the gym challenge properly begins. As you go to check into the hotel, you are stopped by your new group of hooligans bearing the title Team Yell. Team Yell doesn't really measure up to the other teams that you have been introduced to, and they can't even really beat Team Skull from Sun and Moon. Their only real purpose is to cheer on a specific trainer in the gym challenge and ruin other trainers' chances in the process. The trainer they are cheering for becomes one of your other new rivals in this game. After you beat 2 out of 4 of the Team Yell grunts, who notably stick to using Dark-type Pokemon, this becomes relevant later, Hop comes to check what the commotion is all about. He takes you battling the grunts as you trying to sneakily get ahead of him in terms of experience. So he heals up your Pokemon, and he chooses to battle right alongside you, and so you are introduced to your first double battle in this game. Soon after you and Hop beat the final 2 Team Yell grunts, the trainer that they are cheering for arrives. It is a girl named Marnie, who isn't like what most people expect from someone who already has a cheer squad behind them. Marnie is generally kind and apologizes for Team Yell's actions, saying that they are just very excitable and that they can sometimes lose their heads while cheering her on. After this, you finally get your tickets, and the gym challenge can finally begin. Unfortunately, that will have to do for this video, as there is still so much more to do. I have chosen a different song for my brand new outro, so I would like your opinion as to whether you like the old song or the new one more. With that being said, hope you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all of you later in the next one. Goodbye!